Peace reflections. We're gonna give some supreme beings some time to get in here. The only thing I ask for you to do when you come in here is heart to live. We operate from the heart. Green hearts in the comments, so I know we're on the same page. So I know that you understand and overstand and comprehend what time it is. I think you forgot. You see, you better take a look around. The movie's playing. And guess who the main character is? The main character is you. You're the main character. I think you forgot. You forgot all the distractions. They got the elections going on, right? That's to distract you. Showing us murders on social media. That's a distraction. Telling you it's a such thing as space. It's a distraction. Now everybody's spiritual. Everybody's in tune. It's a distraction. Now everybody's tapped in. It's a distraction. You hear me? You better use your discernment. You better be able to figure it out. You better be able to see through the mask. Everybody's not tapped in. You hear me? Everybody is not tapped in. Remember who you are. You see, they're going to come around. They're going to look like you and me. You hear me? Just because you see them wearing crystals, that doesn't mean they're tapped in. Just because they say, oh yeah, Spirit told me, that doesn't mean they're tapped in. Oh, because they are reading cards does not mean they're tapped in. Oh wait, because they tell you they meditate, it does not mean they're tapped in. You hear me? Oh wait. Just because they tell you they hug trees, that does not mean they're tapped in. Oh wait, they might tell you some information that you ain't never heard before. It does not make them tapped in. You better use your discernment. You see, they know we're waking up. So that's what they gotta do. They're gonna have to infiltrate. You hear me? Cause see, they understand what time it is. You don't. You better look around. It's you versus you. And all of this is about you. Alright? You're gonna have to be able to figure it out. You get me? Cause, I mean, just 2 years ago, I never seen so many spiritual people. I never seen so many people acting like they tapped in. It's for a reason. Use your discernment. Don't listen to me. Go inside. God is inside. You don't need to listen to anybody. Go inside. It's a distraction. You see, they gotta infiltrate, right? They gotta come and infiltrate. They're gonna come on in, they're gonna infiltrate like they one of us. So they can get in. So they can get in. And attack. You don't believe? That's okay too. Remember, it's a game. Remember, you're the main character. Remember, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Remember, you're in Saturn. Saturn is the god of the material. So guess what? You can take on any form. You're gonna have to weed out. You're gonna have to figure it out. You get me? You know, when they being presented in front of you, right? You're gonna have to use your discernment. Do I keep it moving? Or do I stay? Do I listen? Or do I not listen? You're gonna have to figure that out. You see? All they gotta do is tell you some information. They gotta tell you a little bit of truth. They tell you a little bit. Just a little bit. Some shit you ain't never heard. And then they got you. They got you thinking that they are the real. You got to figure it out. Not only that, you're going to have to figure out who's actually real and who's not real. You're going to have to figure out who's a robot and who's not. You're going to have to figure out who's natural and who's not. You're going to have to figure out who's organic and who is not. You're going to have to figure out what is real and what is not. You're going to have to figure out what is an illusion and what is reality. You're going to have to figure out how to operate in the unseen. Newsflash. The unseen is what rules the scene. If you want to know how to control some shit, if you want to be an alchemist, you got to tap into the unseen. That's where God is. You didn't know? You can't see God. You gotta be God. You see, this is what they were talking about. They were talking about you and I. You hear me? Figuring this out. They knew we would. They knew it'd come to this. Are you ready? You're player one. Are you ready? See, when you're ready, you don't gotta get ready. That's why it's always good to be ready. Somebody said ready for what? I can tell you ain't ready. Uh-oh. I can tell you're not ready. You don't know what for. The shift. Of course. You didn't know. What you think all this is about? All of this is about changing our reality. All of this is about creating new earth. All of this is about us tapping in to the mental plane and pushing the transmission forward. All of this is about the land. All of this is about you. All of this is about us. You said ready for what? You're player one. You're on the game. And you saying for what? You see, it's a simulation within a simulation. You hear me? Okay, so what does that mean? Let's just say you're playing a video game, right? You're a character in a video game. And in a video game, your character is playing a video game within a video game. So that means that the real you is operating this character. You hear me? So every time you go to sleep, right? When you go to sleep, that is your higher self unplugging, turning off the game. And then when you wake back up, that is your higher self turning the game back on. And you know how when you wake up, you gotta figure out that you're here. Well, guess what? That is the game uploading. It's uploading on the system. You gotta make sure that your character and your higher self, or should I say, the real person that is playing the video game with the controller, you gotta make sure that y'all are connected, that y'all are aligned. Your higher self is what controls you to go this way, to go that way, to jump up, to go down, to go left, to go right. You hear me? You may ask why. Because you are the microcosmo of the macrocosmo. You hear me? That's why it's always ready player one. Right? When you turn on the game, it's always player one. I don't give a fuck what game it is. You're always going to see player one. They know that we are in a video game. You don't know it. You know how you ever seen Sims? You ever seen Sims? Okay, well, in Sims, when you turn on the video game does not know that the character is not real. I'm going to say that again for the ones in the back. When you play in the video game, the character on the video game doesn't know that they're not real. Same shit with us. Same shit with us. You think you're you. You're not. Remember who you are. When you remember, you'll change the game. When you don't remember, that's when you can't play the game. 'Cause you don't remember and you don't know who you are. So you can't play the game. You gotta figure that out first. Alright? Listen, I didn't make the game. I just volunteered to come here. Just like you did. You have a contract too. If you see me right now, you agree. I didn't make the game. I'm just a player in it. With that being said, to be aware is to be alive. Till the next time. Reflections. Now we rise. They can't stop it. Now they may delay it. They may delay the process. But they can't stop the rise. The only way the rise stops is if we stop it. That's the only way. And guess what? We're just getting started. We ain't stopping no time soon. We just opened up the book. We just turned the game on. We just figured out we're playing a game. Alright? And remember, We're not free. Just because you can go to the store, just because you live in a house, just because you have a 401k plan, just because you got your own small business, just because you got a lot of money, just because you got a car, just because you can go to the movies, you can go to the mall, just because you can get on a plane, we're still not free. You need permission to do all of that. I'm gonna say that again for the ones in the back. You need permission to do all of that. You need permission to do everything. So how the fuck are we free? Huh? Let's think about this. So, we free, yet we gotta ask permission for everything. That don't add up. Huh? That doesn't make sense. We're not free. Remember, we came down here to free this shit up. We're not free. Until the next time. Ashe. Peace.